may not feel like it, but it certainly is spring on the calendar, and it means kitten time, right? Let's find out what that means. Patty is here, brought to you by Pet Pal TV, along with Dawn, who is the Executive Director of Indie Neighborhood Cats.
Hi.
We appreciate you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And I know that you have great information for us today.
Yeah. And she does a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. This is not easy. There's cats and kittens. And let's talk about kitten season. First off, there's no such thing. Kitten season's all year long.
All year long.
There you go.
It seems like it. And we know that people out in Indianapolis are seeing more and more animals on the streets. You know, we're working to resolve that. But in the meantime, we have these beautiful bundles of kittens that are born every year. And people want to help. If you see a tiny litter of kittens in a shrubbery or in your garage, people think, oh my gosh, mom has left them.
Right.
You never see mom with a teeny bundle of kittens because out in nature, moms want to stay away from their kittens because they don't have a scent to attract predators, and so mom will go and feed them and clean them, make sure that they've gone to the bathroom, if I can just be very simple, and then they go away. They feed themselves, they get some rest, but they're watching from a vantage point. They don't stay with their kittens. And so we have a really neat way of helping the public feel confident that mom is coming back to care for them, because we want to wait until they're coming up with mom and finding food. Right about that 5-week time frame when they've done their weaning from mom and they're ready to start getting out into the world, that's the perfect time to start talking about the kittens. And obviously we're there to help get the moms fixed and the dads so that we don't have another one.
Fix. If you feed them, fix them.
That's right.
What do we got here? You're going to do something.
Yes. So we don't have a litter of kittens today, but we do have Grayson. And Grayson is a Wish TV family member from KJ McGlynn, the kitty correspondent. And so we're going to use Grayson as an example of a nest of kittens. So imagine a bunch of little bundles of kittens. All you need is a little shaker container that you've cleaned out, and you put some flour in it.
Flour?
You can use flour, and you can use this instead of, but if you don't have a shaker that's clean, you can use a flour sifter. And you're just going to sprinkle the flour around the kittens without touching them. Getting a nice little cone around them like a donut.
I saw her talking about this before.
And when you do that, you're not going to see any footprints. Babies aren't moving very much because they're newborn. Up until about 3-4 weeks old, they start scattering around. And then if you go away for about 10 hours, you'll come back and you should see little footprints from mom coming back and caring for the babies. That way you know, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to touch them. We don't want to move them. If we try to move them, put them in a container,
that's bad.
Mom's going to say, uh-oh, I've been compromised, and she's going to stay away.
And there's so many kittens at the shelters now. Do not take feral cats and kittens to the shelter because they won't get adopted.
There is an appropriate age, and we have a really great guide on our website to what to do when you find kittens. And it shows you their little bodies and how they develop and when the best time is to get those kittens to a rescue or shelter, but definitely not the feral moms and dads. And again, we can help people with how to help them themselves.
And we have some pictures here.
And we have some really great images over the years of the different kittens that you find in the community. But the bottom line is we want to leave them be. To set them up for the best success with mom. Kids, if you talk about childhood development says that first 5 is critical for emotional and mental health of children. It's the same way with kittens, but there's only 5 weeks. Moms have 5 weeks with their kittens to set them up for success and give them all the antibodies they need from their milk. So if we get involved, it has to be a matter of those kittens being in serious jeopardy.
And kittens can start having kittens at 4 months of age.
Wow.
4 months of age. Also, if you'd like to help Dawn, again, does a wonderful job. Dawn Benefiel, Indie Neighborhood Cats. Go to the Wish TV website. They'll show you more. And you may get, if you'd like to make a contribution, this is mine, isn't it?
That is yours.
This is a little bag with a kitty on it. Got a kitty on it.
And we got one for Rita, too, so we couldn't leave Rita out.
Yep.
You do so much for the community, and We just appreciate you and Freddie and all the other
Freddie,
animals that you
she
help.
helped me when my former feral fat Freddie, who now doesn't want to go outside except to go out and so. Okay, let me back in. I'm just the door opener. He's all fixed and he's all and fat.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate both of you for stopping by the studio today. Great
Thank you.
information. And of course, we'll make sure to get that on our website, wishtv.com. You can watch Pet Pals TV on Saturday at 10:30 here on Wish TV. You can also go to petpalstv.com.